Hey Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at a bit of whatever wants to come out. We have done some extensive readings last week. So last week's weekly readings were, full overviews for April. And then I have done an all signs love reading for April as well. So if you haven't checked those out already, maybe do so. They're quite extensive there. But everyone else, we are looking at a general sort of reading today, seeing what comes out for you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support, of course. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading. We'll be drawing that very, very soon. So make sure you do leave a comment if you want to go in the draw and have a chance to win that free personal reading. We haven't had many entries so far, so get on it, guys. But this week I am using the Oracle of Shadows and Light. We also have the Soul Connection When Two Hearts Meet Love Oracle. And the Lenormand deck I'm using this week, we have the Red Hand Lenormand. Okay, so getting into it for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to know right now? What is going on for our Aquarians? Hope everyone had a great Easter, by the way. Death and the Maiden. That one says invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. What is going on, Aquarius? I did pick up on some random energy for you last week as well. So you may definitely want to check back on some of the past readings we've done for you, Aquarius. I believe it was in the love reading that one popped up. It was some interesting energy, Aquarius. We also have the two little witches. Magical space clearing time. Okay, so this is all about time to, cleanse some energy that's not serving your highest good, which obviously is probably going to be this Death and the Maiden energy, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. I am straight away going to clarify that energy for us, Aquarius, and see what that is all about. Clarify Death and the Maiden for Aquarius. Why are we seeing Death and the Maiden for Aquarius, please? Okay, and what is this in regard to? What exactly is this in regard to for Aquarius? Okay, hang on. Reword. What aspect of life is this in regard to for Aquarius? Death and the Maiden. What aspect of Aquarius's life is this in relation to? Okay. So for a lot of you, this is to do with relationship. Okay, so it's not necessarily a love relationship. It may be a platonic relationship for others of you here. It does bring up the mirror energy with that relationship energy as well. So it's got something to do with, looking, at the role that you have played within relationships, what you have put up with within relationships, looking yourself in the mirror. Can you, if you, I'm kind of just getting this, intuitively getting this message of, if you do this or if you put up with this, will you be able to look yourself in the mirror tomorrow? I am getting that message here with that mirror energy, because what happens with the mirror energy is, when we look at other people's behaviors or actions or whatever, sometimes if it triggers a certain emotion within us, good or bad, usually that it's triggering us because there's an aspect of our own selves that we need to look closer at. So for the example of, you see somebody doing something in particular and that triggers that triggers a reaction from you. You need to stop and ask yourself, why am I reacting this way to that behavior? Or is it the behavior that I'm reacting to? Is it my own reaction and my own instinct on that behavior that I'm what exactly am I reacting to here? Why is that triggering for me? Why is that bringing that up for me? Good and bad as well. So, it's kind of like, if you looking at a quality in someone and you say, oh, that person, they have so much self-pride. I genuinely love that person has got so much pride in themselves. It makes you look, internally, it reflects back onto yourself, that quality of pride within yourself. Why do you hold pride as such in high esteem? Why is pride so important to you? For people to have self-pride, why is that important to you? Okay, so we're kind of seeing that aspect being brought up here with whatever's going on for you. So that death and the maiden energy, once again, invasion, boundaries being violated, or dominance. So this definitely could have to do with somebody taking control of you in some sort of a way. Someone who has, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a huge violation of your boundaries or anything like that. It can just be, somebody overstepping, that sort of thing. It doesn't have to be a huge negative thing. This can just be something small that's going on, and it's what's important to you this at the moment, this week. Okay, Aquarius. So, you don't jump to conclusions unless you know exactly what that's resonating for in your personal life, because for some of you, this may not have happened as of yet, because we do see the birds coming out first, which is a conversation that is, taking place, has taken place, or is about to take place. We have the ruins as well. Okay, so for some of you, this is the conversation that's not taking place for some of you as well. Okay, the conversation that should have happened that didn't happen, and that's what's for some of you, that maybe is the boundary that's been violated. Is this person needed to have a conversation with you about something and they haven't. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. It is playing out a little bit differently for everyone within the collective. I can kind of feel that. But, this is conversation about something that is, being left to, devolve, a situation that's being left to go to ruin, for some of you, this situation may be completely ruined. The conversation with this person, it never happened for some of you. For some of you, this conversation is bringing to light the cracks that are starting to form in something here, that are leading you to ruin. Some of you, this isn't completely unsavable. Okay, so for some of you, it's not completely unsavable. Some of you, this can be brought back to life. The ruins, you can always even if something does fall into complete disrepair, we can still do something about that and repair that in some way. Archaeologists can still bring things back to life, even if they're looking at the ruins of something, from hundreds of years ago. There's certain things that they can do to, protect that and bring that back to, a more current life for itself. So the hope is never completely lost, especially if you don't want it to be. But we do see that for a lot of you, there's a conversation where somebody maybe somebody has, really taken a domineering counterpoint with a conversation that has led to more cracks being formed in a connection, in a relationship here. We do see the snake and then the hourglass coming through for this as well. So for a lot of you, there's some sort of deceitful behavior, lying by omission. It may not be even outright deceit. Somebody may have deceived you here, Aquarius, is I'm kind of feeling. The ruins may be sort of being created from someone being a bit sneaky, a bit slimy, a bit that snake in the grass kind of energy, where they're being a little bit deceitful. They've taken it. I'm getting the same energy I was getting with the Aquarius and not just the Aquarius, because I'm picking up strongly today on the Virgo energy from from that love reading as well. So you may be dealing with Virgo or have strong placements in Virgo as well. But I was getting similar kind of messages for Virgo and Aquarius in that love reading, and I'm picking up on both those energies here, especially with that snake energy. Okay, so there may be a deceit that is involving a Virgo, even if you're not aware of that. It's also a very sexual kind of energy as well. It does talk about physical betrayals and somebody that's, following temptation and passion rather than, and allow, for some of you, this may be somebody who's allowing the physical passion to fall into ruin and not having the conversation about how can we fix this? How can we, reinstigate the passion between us? They may be allowing that to fall back. But with that hourglass here, we do see a divine timing aspect here, so that this is kind of it's interesting that it's all supposed to kind of happen this way, that the time for this to happen is kind of now, and if this didn't happen now, it would happen later. It would have happened before. There's a timing aspect here where it's kind of just with the divine timing aspect, it just sort of lets me know that there's like, it was kind of bound to happen one way or another. Okay. And once again, I want to reiterate that this is not necessarily a huge, big betrayal, although for some of you this is. That's exactly what this is. A huge, big betrayal, kind of deception energy, allowing your connection to fall into ruin. They've violated some boundaries. They've with you. But there's a timing aspect here, a divine timing aspect of this is because I'm getting a few messages here. I'm getting like better now than never kind of energy, that better you find this out now than never finding out. And the with that hourglass energy, it's I keep hearing the time is now, that this had to happen now. Otherwise, you'd rather know now than continue on for another 5 years with this connection and then find out. I'm kind of getting those sorts of energies coming through there as well. But I do feel as though this is going to really put you into this two little witches energy, where magical space clearing time, where you're really working out for yourself here, Aquarius. What do I need to clear out of my energy here? What if this is not serving my highest good? Is this something I'm going to clear this energy of what's happening here? Am I going to clear this out of my space altogether, or are we going to cleanse and bring the ruins back to life? It feels like it's a bit of a decision making, because we do see the energy of two. Okay, so that the energy of two usually does talk about a choice or a decision needing to be made. For a lot of you, it's got to do with cleaning, cleansing. Are you going to clear this out of your life altogether, or can it be cleansed and kept in your life in that sort of sense? Clarify these two little witches energy for Aquarius, please. Actually, rather than clarifying that, can we get advice for Aquarius with their space clearing time? Because once again, with the time, it's time to, work out, decide where this is going, if this can be saved, if this is totally ruined or not, if it's time to, it's time to clear this out of your life, it's time to cleanse this so that it can continue in your life. Advice for Aquarius, please. at the bottom of the deck, the hidden underlying energy here, I've got the lily, followed by the goat, and then the crossroads. Okay, so there's that choice that we're needing to make there. And you're kind of, I feel as though you've been rebelling against making this choice for a while. You may have already sort of picked up on this energy just within yourself here, Aquarius, and it feels like you've been sort of rebelling against this because this is for a while here. You've kind of been in denial, I feel, a little bit here, especially with that snake on the table as well. I am sort of picking up on this energy that you have been a little bit in denial about whatever's going on here, but it's telling you now is the time to sort of really face this and deal with this one way or another. We do see the advice coming through for you here. We have the Tower, first and foremost, taking time to yourself, spending some time in solitude to really think this through, find the light that's guiding you in this. That's the lighthouse tower, this one. So it's really all about, shining the light deep within yourself and taking some time to yourself in solitude to really understand, what needs to come to light, what has come to light, shining the light, to find your way through this. We also have the astral. Okay, so you're connecting to this on a very spiritual level. You're able to, especially too, once again, with that magical space clearing time, you're seeing in your third eye already what needs to be done here. You already know on an energy level what you need to do for yourself here. You are connected on a very astral plane and understand this situation in energy terms rather than just what's going on physically here. You kind of know. I kind of get that, this is something you've been avoiding dealing with for a while, and you are very whether you're consciously aware of it or not, you have seen the energy. You already have read the energy on this. You're connected to this in an astral sense. You may have been having dreams about this as well. You may have been having dreams, and even if the dreams are not directly connected, some of your dreams may have been trying to show you where to go from here. Okay, so I'm just getting this energy with taking time to actually sit in and really ponder your dreams. Keeping a dream diary at the moment, Aquarius, is probably going to be very, very useful for you to help you sort of understand your dreams in that sort of sense. Okay, I am feeling that for a lot of you, there is something happening in your dreams of a nighttime that is letting you know what to do here, how to approach this. We also see the fish. And the fish, it's a very interesting energy because I am getting just one message off that. And your advice is to, the fish is telling me your advice is to remember there's more fish in the sea. You can always throw this fish back and hook a new one, is what I'm kind of being told to tell you here, that you have options, that your abundance is created from you, not from whatever this situation or person is that we're picking up here on. Your abundance is coming from you yourself. I do commonly associate this with Aquarius. Okay, it is the Gemini card, but I do associate that with Aquarius and Pisces as well, and especially too with that astral. That is Aquarius all over, that astral energy. Okay, so the power comes from within you. You have this power within you to clear this or cleanse this, whatever you need to do for yourself here. And it's you can't sit here and watch, tarot or readings and expect someone to be able to tell you exactly what to do, because especially when it's this scenario where the answer is already within you. All right, you already know what's right for yourself. You're connected to that on an astral kind of level here. You're connected to the energy, and I can't tell you what to do here. I can show you what advice is being given. I can show you what's coming out and what I'm perceiving here, which I am hearing that there's more fish in the sea for you here, but I'm also very strongly connecting to you creating your own abundance and the wealth of what you want is all from your own creation here. And so whatever outcome that you want from this situation, Aquarius, it's all up to you. If you want it, if you dream it, you believe it. Because if you can dream it, I'm getting that, what's that? I can't even remember the movie now, but it's like, if you dream it, they will come. Okay, and that's what's happening here. Whatever you're dreaming as your desired outcome, it will come. That will come to pass, because it's all coming from your own power here. So it's really, it's really up to you to make these choices and decide whether this is something that you need to clear or cleanse, is what I'm getting there. But we'll grab some of these love cards as well. Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to know about love right now, please? What does Aquarius need to know about love right now, please? So this is some other things to keep in mind. This is specifically about love. We do have commitment. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. I'm kind of wanting to question these energies as well, and or ask you to question these energies. Do you have commitment? Rejoice. Embrace your loving connection and rejoice. Do you feel that you want to rejoice in this connection, Aquarius? I'm getting this. I am getting that I need to question you on these things. So sorry about that if that's confronting, but if there's an aspect of this connection where you are rejoicing just to be with this person, then there's your answer. Embrace it. Cleanse it. Work through it, But if not, once again, there's your answer. We also have Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid's around. So the interesting thing about the Cupid card is Cupid is an angel. Okay, so you are very protected when it comes to love. Once again, you hold the power here, Aquarius. Whatever you want that to look like for you, wherever you want those arrows to hit, that's where they're going to hit. You have the power to decide what the outcome is here for yourself. All right, so you are more than welcome, and I maybe even would suggest to watch an alternate placement, maybe your moon sign or your Venus sign. Go back and have a look at that all signs love reading for April. That may give you some deeper insight to what I'm seeing here. Like I said, it is connecting to that reading. All right, so but check other placements. Whatever you need to do for yourself here, Aquarius, you hold the power. All right, so leave me a comment. You can tell me that you really hated having a more confronting reading today. That I'm more than open to the negative comments as well as the positive. Okay, so but you will go in the draw to win that personal reading, and honestly, you may need one at the moment, Aquarius. So all my details are in the description box as well if you do want a personal reading, and this does resonate for your situation, and we can delve into that a little bit more for you on a personal level, but that's what I have for you. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and hopefully I'll see you all soon.